Hi everyone, Clearthany Flem Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of Dreamville's Revenge of the Dreamers 3. This is a new collective record from rapper J. Cole and his label, the roster on the label, the Dreamville Crew, Revenge of the Dreamers 3. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the collective hip-hop record has made a bit of a comeback in 2019. Earlier this year, you had Pivot Gang's You Can't Sit With Us, a record that I did not cover, mostly because every rapper on it sounded more nondescript than the next. And then there was Beast Coast's Escape from New York, which I also didn't cover, mostly because it was weakly produced, the songs were forgettable, and I think the full potential of the record was kind of watered down by all the competing voices. So Revenge 3 marks the third major collective project to drop this year, and I actually have some stuff to say about it. Pretty much because it's decent. I prefer it to the other Posse projects that dropped this year. I also think it's a little better than the last Dreamville Revenge record as well, Revenge 2. Generally, I also think the talent gaps in Dreamville are also a lot smaller than they are in other collectives that have put out records over the years, like Maybach Music Group or Odd Future or Beast Coast. There are also some very quality features on this thing from inside and outside of the Dreamville camp. T.I., Vince Staples, Maxo Cream, Ski Mask, the Slump God. A lot of the production choices on this project I think are kind of creative, eccentric. Even if the beats are a little repetitive structurally, they do provide a quality foundation for everyone on Dreamville to just jump on and do their thing. I love the surreal hypno trap with melting synth tones in the second half of the song Oh Wow Swerve. The instrumental on 1993 matches this very busy beat with some serene, watery pianos. It's kind of engaging, but also laid back. I also love the bouncy, sensual percussion on the track Don't Hit Me Right Now. The metallic synth tones all over the track are a nice touch too. The beat is the perfect foundation for the druggy party anthem vibe the lyrics and flows are shooting for. One more thing in my view that makes this collective album special is that there seems to be genuine chemistry between J. Cole and everyone else involved with Dreamville. Not only on tracks, especially the ones where j.i.d is on them, where everyone seems incentivized to better their flows, better their lyricism, and just compete, but there are actually songs where everyone involved just focuses on a topic, on a concept, in a collaborative fashion. The song LAMBOTRUCK kind of boils down to greed, being stuck in this destitution mindset where no matter how far you go or how much you make, you still feel like you need more. The track features Dreamville rapper Kaz, but also Top Dog Entertainment's Reason. Easily two of the smaller artists on both of these rosters, and they're on here basically venting about being underdogs and wanting to, I guess, rob their labels and the other artists that are on it. It's clearly meant in jest and to be a little tongue-in-cheek, but still, it's kind of funny that the two smaller artists on both of these labels would come together and make a track like this. There's also 1993, which is a boisterous smoke anthem. I got the sense on this track that everyone involved was like in the studio, working on it, thinking of different ways to just make each other laugh because it's a kind of feel-good, celebratory, silly song. There's also Ladies, Ladies, Ladies featuring j.i.d and T.I., where both of them just reminisce over various romances in a kind of funny and nostalgic way. There are a few buttery R&B slow jams on this thing that are alright. I wouldn't say tracks in this style are Dreamville's strength, but I wouldn't tell the label or anyone on it to avoid making this type of music either. It's passable. Meanwhile, there are a few tracks on this thing that are legit boring, like they just should have not made it onto this project. Like Cole and Young Nudie, who do absolutely nothing for each other on the song Sunset. And I could almost tell on this track Cole is trying to tone lyrically and vocally what he typically does down to match Nudie's very understated energy, and the result is just a forgettable, pointless track. Then there's the Earth Gang song on this thing, which is meant to be on the duo's forthcoming record, and for some reason it's one of the most underwhelming and understated songs on the entire project, which is weird because every other track, collective track, Earth Gang appears on this project, it's easily one of the wildest and shouty and eccentric and nutso songs on this thing. But this particular track is like, I don't know, so out of character for them in just how lifeless it feels. Maybe it will make more sense as a mellower moment on their forthcoming project, but in Revenge 3, it just feels like a lull. Past that, there are a few okay jazz rap tracks on this thing, like Sleep Deprived or the first half of Oh Wow. Sure, listenable, but not one of the more stunning moments on this project. And of course, we do get a few tracks that have so many voices on it, I think it kind of dilutes the power and the potency of the song. Don't Hit Me Right Now to a degree. Also the song Costa Rica. I mean, this is just way too many rappers to be just slipping into a track casually for 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Especially since the performances of each of the artists on this track varies greatly in terms of intensity and quality and memorability. I do like the J. Cole song Middle Child that turns up toward the end of this project. I gave it a very positive review on my Fantano channel, but hearing it in the context of this very collective and collaborative group project seems sort of antithetical to the point of the whole thing. So not every track on Revenge 3 is amazing. There are a handful of snoozers, quite a few tracks that are just okay, and quite a few great songs too. It is all over the place, but I will say that I think this project does give a better and a greater vision for the future of the label than I think Revenge 2 did. And even though it is deeply flawed, this certainly does make me more interested in what everyone on Dreamville is doing in the future, as opposed to some of the other collective-based projects that I've heard as of late. I'm feeling a light to decent 6 on this one. Transition, have you given this record a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like, please subscribe, and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Dreamville, forever.